Hare Krishna. Because of the lockdown, I am recording this video from my room in my house. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON, who boldly, honestly, purely propagated the absolute truth throughout the world during 1965 to 1977 and still lives in his instructions through his books. What I am going to present before you today is based on Srila Prabhupada's writings, which in turn are based on Vedic scriptures and my personal realizations. There are six opulences mentioned which Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, possesses, namely wealth, beauty, knowledge, strength, fame, and renunciation, in unlimited or infinite quantity. So, naturally, every living entity, being part and parcel of Krishna, possesses all of this in some minute, infinitesimal proportions. And then we all hanker for more of mostly all of them. We want more wealth, more fame, more beauty, more strength, like that. The sole reason to have more of all that is to attract others towards us, surrendering to us. Then we start to control and exploit them. Finally, to increase our opulences of wealth, fame, etc., and continue to misuse the power of these opulences again to control and exploit more living entities. And it goes on and on, spiraling to newer heights. One gets so infatuated by this cycle that slowly one starts to lose all good qualities, if you have any in the first place. And demoniac propensities creep in, followed by demoniac activities to fulfill one's desires. At such a time, one doesn't care at all about the effect of his actions on the rest of the living beings. The real fact is that none of these six opulences are useful in tackling the problem of birth, disease, old age, and death, which is why all that is referred to as Maya in spiritualism. We see in the world today people throwing live animals in boiling oil to cook them and eat. So also we know about Hiranyakashipu, who threw his own son Prahlad in boiling oil. Nothing is surprising about that. A person blinded by Maya can do anything, even take steps to kill own son. Coming to the current situation in the world about coronavirus, whether it's a fake created pandemic or is the virus real and is it so dangerous, etc. So I am not a very techno savvy person, so I don't know much about how to use technology like laptops, cell phones, and related apps. I can just use the simple things like WhatsApp, email, YouTube, Google, and Facebook. I am presenting below two of my possible views about Corona, whether Corona is a scam or Corona is a reality. Finally, only Krishna knows the truth. My technical info below can be wrong, but I want you all to consider my spiritual opinion more important than the technicalities. I will try to keep myself as short and to the point as I can. So as I understand, there are about 200 viruses which cause different types of flu of different magnitudes, and that fatality rate of flu is less than 1%. So now about view number one, novel corona a scam. So coronavirus is not a new virus. It's age-old virus causing one of the flus and not so dangerous if death rate is less than 1%. But currently we are speaking about novel coronavirus whose current death rate is around 5%. The meaning of novel as per Oxford is a fictitious prose narrative of book length, typically representing character and action with some degree of realism. Yes, so it's fictitious, created in a closed door secret hidden meeting known as Event 201, attended by invites only on 18 October 2019 somewhere in USA. This is one news which is going around. If we look at it as scam created by like-minded demoniac persons of the world who want and will surely derive huge benefits from this situation, and that they have control over media to brainwash you, like there's no medicine for novel corona, don't use the regular medicines for novel corona, blah blah. So on day one you are brainwashed with default setting to believe that there is no medicine for non-existing novel corona. What is existing is normal corona. So naturally you don't use the existing medicines for treating fake novel corona, which is actually normal corona. And the result is that the condition of normal corona patient deteriorates because you administer him no medicine. Because there is no medicine, because you have been brainwashed. And that increases the death rate to some extent. Also, as I said, one cannot even gauge about the extent of cruelty and crookedness a demoniac person completely blinded by Maya can indulge in. I even doubt the corona testing kits. These kits might have been manipulated during manufacture stage. What if the testing kit has corona on the swab in its original state itself? So when the doctor inserts it into your throat, he is not actually testing you for corona, but he is placing corona in your throat, which maybe 99% of doctors are not aware of what they are doing. So the doctor puts corona in your throat, sends that kit to lab for checking, and bingo, test result is positive because the kit already had corona even before it was used. So I strongly recommend testing of fresh unused testing kits. Many unused fresh kits may give positive results. So one can find out if it's a scam or not. This is simple modus operandi to increase percentage of patients and naturally deaths. Because once a person is a patient, you don't give him any medicine because you say there is no medicine. And there can be few more crooked tricks which the scammers may already be using, which I don't want to dig deeper into. What I have presented here is enough hint for the intelligent to understand. So I would end here about novel corona, a scam. Now the second view is novel corona a reality? Is novel corona a reality? Yes, such situations can be reality, which is also possible. If this time it's a scam, next time it can be reality. But real scam is also reality, which is also finally killing humans. So Newton's third law of motion is for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So considering the unnecessary killings, to be precise gruesome murders, including abortions, of so many living entities going on endlessly daily for the purpose of food, fur, leather, sometimes even fun, one is supposed to receive equal and opposite reaction. I would rather say that already we deserve and we are qualified for a severe reaction, but we should consider ourselves very fortunate that the Supreme Father Krishna is being very merciful to us and is forgiving us multiple times and giving us opportunities to understand our mistakes, realize our mistakes, then accept the mistake, beg forgiveness for the same, and work on a strategy to improve and rectify. Here also, people who have a basic spiritual understanding, my view is enough for one to understand what I want to say. So I would like to end here. So the conclusion is, it doesn't matter if this time the corona is real or a scam or it's a simple disease, because whatever it is harmful reaction to the harmful actions we have performed. So the solution is rectify and purify our actions. That's all I want to say today. If anyone is still interested in discussing spirituality further, please post your questions in the comments below. And please note that I am not interested in discussing corona anymore. Thank you and Hare Krishna. Regards to all of you.